Hey everyone, welcome back to some more Warframe. In this episode, Frost is back in the series, and he'll be heading to Jupiter in just a moment. Before we get to that though, we're going to check out our arsenal for this episode. Frost is currently ranked 28, and we're using Physique for his R mod slot to increase maximum health, and I'm also using Vitality in addition to that to increase it even more. Now, I'm also using Steel Fiber and Redirection because he actually has all three base stats, his health, his shield, and his armor, all pretty high by default. So I'm taking advantage of all three of them right now. I might change it after it's ranked 30. Maybe take one of them off. I don't think I'm going to take two of them off. And I'm not sure which one I'm going to do just yet. Anyways, this particular setup is based around trying to optimize his snow globe ability. It may not be the best way to do it, so feel free to share in the comments below how you have your Frost set up. And maybe in a future episode I'll base mine around that. So we have Stretch increasing his power range. This actually makes snow globe bigger. Continuity allows it to go for a longer period of time. Steel Fibers for maximum armor, and Streamline makes his abilities cost fewer points to cast. Flow increases the maximum amount of energy he can store, and Intensify makes his abilities stronger, and that's primarily for like his ultimate or his basic starter one, and Redirection is for shield capacity. Now we're also going to introduce the Quanta for the first time in the series in this episode. It deals primarily electricity damage, as you can see over there, 220, so it's actually pretty decent in that regard. We're heading to a Corpus planet, so it's going to work nicely there. And other than that, critical chance is decent, so we can definitely bump that up later. It's at 10% right now. Everything else looks pretty standard. Oh, status chance too, so we can bump that up too to make the electricity even more effective. Now, it obviously doesn't have any mods on it right now. We'll change that after we start leveling up, though. And then Wraith Twin Vipers, this is primarily so I have kind of an OP-ish weapon in case I get in any trouble because I'm using two unranked weapons aside from that. And the only difference I made since the last episode is I put Frostbite on here to change the extra status ability to magnetic damage, as you can see in the bottom left corner. And that combines with electricity, so electricity and cold gives you magnetic damage. And then dual Ichor will also be making its debut in this episode. So I do have the ability to put some mods on this right away. I do have the stance mod here, Swirling Tiger, which matches up with the icon that's here by default, making it, well, allowing me to have 10 points to spend right away, even though it's not ranked up yet at all. And for that, I put Pressure Point here, which is at 9 points, so I only have one extra point to use. Really nothing I can put here right now, so we're going to wait till we rank that up a bit. And this deals primarily toxin damage. And critical chance is actually pretty high too, so we can bump that up a bit after we rank it up. And we'll also bump up critical multiplier as well to go along with that. Status chance is also pretty decent, so we can bump that up later too. Alright, so that'll be our setup for this episode. Let's head back to Jupiter. Now, last time we finished off about, I'm going to say half of the planet. We did these three in one episode, then these three in another one. And I was actually pretty happy with the way the last episode came out with, so we're going to actually start cutting out large portions of the video. And in this one, we might even go as far to do 5 missions in this particular episode. So we're going to start out with on Io. This is a defense mission against the Corpus faction. Levels range from 11 to 16. Remember, leave a like, Sneakies. Every like does help me out a lot. Also, click subscribe to join Sneaky Nation. And as always, I do hope you enjoy. Let's go get them. Alright, now here we are on Wave 5. We already have a snow globe active right now. The Quanta is actually making me reconsider my extreme dislike for all these energy-based weapons. I'll show you why in just a moment. Alright, so we're going to put this back up. Basically have to do this if you're going to try to solo with Frost. It always helps your team out anyway to put Snow Globe up on the defense point. Now check this out. So it's already pretty decent by itself, but if you use the secondary trigger, you can actually use an ability that allows you to kill enemies around corners. It's actually pretty awesome. So you can even do this. This is good for crowd control purposes too. It doesn't have to be necessarily someone around a corner. Now, it's not too strong right now, but keep in mind these enemies are level 13 compared to the Quanta's level 2, so it's not going to stand much of a chance against them anyway. Alright, so Snow Globe is about to run out. We'll cast it again. And it's doing quite nicely against them so far. Pretty respectable. If more energy-based weapons were to use this kind of approach, where they did something more unique instead of like the flex rifle with just one beam that comes out of it, I might reconsider my extreme dislike for them. But pretty much I'm going to keep it for now. And it may not have been specific enough, but if you press the button that normally allows you to aim down the sights, actually casts out this box, all you have to do is shoot it with it and it actually explodes, causing detonation damage, area of effect. Alright, so we're going to use our ultimate and get this problem settled. Booyah! And we'll finish him off. Oh, there's a couple of them here. We'll try out the dual Ichor in the next mission. The Quanta went up to rank 4 in that mission, so we're just going to put a Serration on there to increase the damage it's causing for now, and we'll head to the next mission in line.
Will you begin another mission?
And that'll be, let's see. That'll be Metis. It's going to be a rescue mission against the Corpus. The levels range from 11 to 13. Alright, so here we are. We have approached the area where the wardens are located. Also the prisoner. We have some people chasing us. We have to get rid of them first. As long as they don't know about our presence, they won't be able to do anything about it. But ideally, I'm not going to really be able to...
Almost out of time. Hurry.
Damn it. Okay, they've caught on to me. I was going to say, Frost is not really the ideal person to try to do stealth missions with. Okay, let's see. Where is the hostage? Oh, they can be in here. Alright, this is a different setup than I'm normally used to seeing on these. Oh, there we go. We found him. Now, the snow globe can also be used in a strategic manner, like so, even if it's not a defense mission. I can actually place them around as I'm running around too, and they'll help protect us as we make our escape out of here. So, let's get on with it. We'll actually give them our secondary tool while we're at it. There you go, sir. Make them proud. And that brings us up to Carme. It's a mobile defense mission against the Corpus. Their levels range from 13 to 15. Alright, now here's our first terminal right here. We're going to just put that bad boy right in there. Now we'll defend it. Throw down a nice snow globe. This will do nicely. Oh, that one bounced out of there. Okay, we'll just protect this one. Then we have the other one that's actually on the opposite side. I think it's down there. Yeah, it's down that way. Oh man, so many enemies. Actually, you know what? Let's take out the dual Ichor this time. Take a look at these in action. I really like how fast these are. It's a nice change up because I'm not used to using melee weapons that go this fast. They also have a high critical chance, so we'll definitely be able to make these very strong. Alright, now here's the second one. We're going to put this in there. So I don't know if you remember, but I actually mentioned that I was going to bring kind of an OP-ish weapon. This is the first one that makes it clear that that was a necessary choice. Alright, so we just have to hold out for a minute. I'm going to have to use my Ray Twin Vipers because the other weapons just aren't cutting it. I mean, the dual Ichor is actually very nice and it's fast, but I don't know, it's very hard to do by yourself. Even with level 28, rank 28 Warframe. And I don't have energy to put Snow Globe down. This is going to be very tough. It's alright, we'll hold out. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yes. Yes.
Still working on it. Continue to
So I'm just going to hold out until I absolutely need to put it down. Then I'll drop it. And we'll be done with this mission too. Alright, so now that we've finished Carme, we're going to save these two dark sectors for a separate episode. They'll be together. We're going to head back over here and go to Callisto. So this will be an interception against the Corpus. The levels will be 13 to 15 again. Oh, this is going to be a nightmare. Ugh, here we go. Alright, so here's our first point. This is going to be very tough to do solo. Even if it's a low-level mission, it can be a little bit tough. Fortunately, though, the level is actually rather small, so I should be able to manage, especially because I have Frost. I can lay down some snow globes, make it a bit tougher for them, hopefully. Only issue is really going to be when they start coming and Give me some conflicts. Ugh. The basic strategy I'm using is just to go around in a circle. Just keep circling around the entire map the whole time. Hopefully I can stay ahead of them, and we'll see.
This tower is ours now.
Yes, it is. So they've only captured one so far that I caught first. Actually really slow at this. And we're about to get all 4 of them. After this, I'm just going to go up there, wait in the middle, and take a look around to see which one they seem to be going for.
The enemy has
Okay.
captured a tower.
Easy enough. Plus on the dual Ichors. Let those do the talking from now on. Man, they are so bad. What are they doing? All they have to do is come out for all 4 points at the same time and they could easily win this.
Hold the line.
Oh well, I'm not going to complain too much. Gets rid of the challenge a little bit, but it's alright.
Leave none alive.
Okay, so we've managed to successfully get to 100% first. Now we're just going to take out the remaining enemies. Absolutely no problem. The Quanta is definitely growing on me. I mean, it had a good first impression, but I can see this being a weapon I like using a lot.
Extraction is available, but there are more messages to be decoded. Will you stay or go?
No, we'll be going. Thank you very much for asking. And finally, that's going to bring us to Carpo. It's an Exterminate against the Corpus, and their levels range from 13 to 15 again. 92, oh boy, here we go. So I think primarily I'm going to use the dual Ichor for this. Make it a lot faster. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Quanta is great and all, but it takes forever to kill them right now. It needs to be much stronger. Look how fast these are. Just absolutely annihilates people. I mean, that kind of is the way it works for melee weapons versus the primary and secondary anyway in general. But still. Double trouble. And boom goes the dynamite. Alright, this is a real hassle. Let's take care of this guy. Okay, there we go. Oh, my energy's gone. No! 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 Alright, maybe there's some in here. That was just wishful thinking. That's alright. Let's get rid of him and then our problem will be gone primarily. There we go. And boom goes the dynamite again.
All targets down. Get to extraction.
And that's how you do it. Now let's get out of here. And that is officially the 5th and final mission in this episode. That is crazy. 5 missions in a single episode. It's the first time we've done that in this series. Very likely not going to be the last. I'm actually a fan of doing this many all in one go like this. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous trying to do one mission for every single episode, which is what I was doing for the vast majority of the series up to this point. Doing it that way, there's so many missions just on this regular navigation menu that it would take nearly a year just to get through those doing it that way. And that's considering uploading 1 video a day. That's just crazy talk. So we should be able to get through this Let's Play part of the series a lot faster this way. And my goal was to finish all of these regular missions on these planets by the end of the year, which I think is going to be more than possible if we continue at this pace. So what does that leave us on Jupiter now? So we have these 2 Dark Sector missions. And we have the Arkwin mission as well, so we'll probably do all 3 of those together in the next episode, and then we'll finally wrap up Jupiter with the assassination against Alad V, and then we can finally move along in the solar system. So I'm really looking forward to that. I hope you are too, everybody. Thanks so much for watching, as always. Remember to leave a like. Every like does help me out a lot, and also click subscribe to join Sneaky Nation. And I will see you next time.